Hello, it's Darice. Welcome to Moon Life Astro. Welcome back if you're returning, and welcome if you're new, if this is your first time. Just wanted to talk briefly just about 2024 overall. Happy New Year's Eve to one and all. I'm so happy and grateful for this community. And even though I just started this channel a couple of months ago, I've already received a lot of support from people, and I truly appreciate it. And I just want to take a few moments just to kind of take a look back at some of the major transits that happened in 2024. The Mercury retrogrades in particular were pretty substantial in terms of us reviewing our communication. Just want to invite you to take a look back. Where have you changed in terms of how you communicate to others? How have you changed how you communicate with yourself? What things have you learned about what works for you, what doesn't work for you? This is a good time to look at some of the branding or marketing that you did in 2024. What are some of the things you'd like to tweak and change in that area? We had those eclipses in April and in October. So what were some of the significant changes that happened from you, maybe April or May of this year, September, October? I know for me, April was when I began my weekly Substack newsletter blog and started my website. And then in October is when I began this YouTube channel. So that was what changed for me. Also had some changes in personal relationships. I've had a lot of expansion in my friendship communities. My social groups have been expanding. Taurus was in Uranus in my house of like that area, groups and communities. So, I definitely had that experience and a lot of surprising developments as well in that area, in good ways. Definitely lots of new friendships have come into my life that I'm truly grateful for. And my family relationships have become richer as well. And so I'm really grateful for that. And this is, the holiday week, and I'm kind of slowing down. So I've been taking some time for myself the last couple weeks. So this is probably not going to be a very long video. But I just wanted to just come in and say thank you, say Happy New Year, and invite you to reflect on, like I said, at least the eclipses and the Mercury retrogrades. And then again, that Jupiter Saturn square that happened August 19th, and then in December 24th. And then the third one of that series will be June 15th, 2025. So this is a good time to look at that. Jupiter is expansion, optimism. Saturn is limits, boundaries. So were there areas in your life where you had a big vision or an idea, but you had roadblocks or challenges that came around it? Although actually sometimes that Jupiter Saturn square, it can lead to that tension between the square can lead to a sense of empowerment actually as well. August was when I made some changes with how I do my newsletter and my website. It gave me some ideas around, I think that energy of that square helped me kind of figure out how I wanted to ground my expansion. It gave me some ideas about how I want to grow as a solopreneur as well. And then around December, that there was more developments around that as well. So, it's not always a negative thing, these squares or these challenging transits. A lot of times it can be a good thing for people as well. Of course, we had Pluto entering Aquarius. I can't believe I almost forgot to mention that. That's going to be with us for the next 20 years or so. We're definitely going to continue to see developments in technology and communications and how people relate to their government. My intuition is that we won't even have what we think of as a federal government in the next 7 to 10 years. I'd be highly surprised if it looks the way it currently looks. I think we're going to have a real revolution in terms of how people relate to governance. I think we're going to evolve as people who are more self-governed in some respects, or maybe regional areas. It's more going to be um, that's where a lot of our services are going to come through, the sort of region states. I would expect to see something along those lines, just with the dynamic of Pluto in Aquarius. We also have Saturn in Pisces. That's going to last until 2026. And so Saturn in Pisces can be kind of challenging because, Pisces is very dreamy, and Saturn can be very hard in some aspects. So Saturn and Pisces, uh, it's kind of challenging, like our sense of boundaries. Like we have them, but they're not always as clear as we want. And I think people have been experiencing that in their personal lives in 2024, for sure. And it does have an impact on other things as well, on the collective. And I'll probably talk more about that more as we go through more of that transit in 2025 as well. This was a year where I became officially certified as an astrologer. So I'm very excited about that. And I think it's good in 2024, at the end of any year, to not just look at what you want to accomplish in the upcoming year, to not also just only beat yourself up about what you didn't do, what you wanted to do. Often this time of year, that's what people do. And they just beat themselves up about, oh, I didn't do XYZ. I was going to do this. I was going to do that. I prefer inviting everyone to simply just say, hey, let's look at what I did accomplish. Let's look at what I did manage to get through. Because in a lot of ways, 2024 was a very hard year for many of us. And it's one of the reasons why I wanted to start this channel, because I wanted to support people. I see how hard it's been, and I see how tough it's been for people. And there's a lot of stress, and there's a lot of anxiety, and there's a lot of fear. And I wanted to help people mitigate some of that. I wanted to help people remind themselves of just how powerful we really are, because we're all truly amazing human beings and incredible manifestations, truly, like really remarkable. And I love that astrology has helped me to get in touch with my own inner power, to come back to my true sense of self, and to help me become more of my authentic self. And in that process, I experience more ease, more grace, less stress, less depression. And so I want to share that with people, and in case it can help them have that same experience as well. And I think 2025, yes, is going to be very challenging in a lot of ways. We're going to have a lot of things to deal with on the collective. And so I'm encouraging people to use 2025 as a time to clean emotional house, to shore up ourselves physically, to become as physically healthy as we can. I think the more physically healthy and the more emotionally and spiritually healthy we all are, the easier it will be to navigate these upcoming changes. And it's one of the reasons why I like to help people focus on planning and productivity, because planning what you do with your day, it impacts what you end up experiencing, how you live your life, what shows up in your life. And so many people have so much stress around how to plan, what to plan. Like using astrology and the cycle of the moon, it can help you optimize your energy. It can help you get back your sense of empowerment and control, but in a way that's not overriding your nervous system. So many of the planning and productivity principles out there is about overriding ourselves, treating ourselves as this inexhaustible resource, and we're not. And I think the astrology transits remind us that we have days or weeks where we have more energy than others. And it's about learning how to maximize when you have more energy to get more things done. And it's also about acknowledging that you need rest and downtime and recuperation. And sometimes by being less productive, you end up being more effective. So just want to share all of that with you. Again, I'm so happy and grateful for this space, this community, and I can't wait to see what happens, in the years to come as this channel continues to grow, as I continue to learn and grow. And I think we're just going to experience some wonderful things together. Yes, things will be challenging, but I do believe we're up for the challenge. And I do believe that we all come in with what we need to have when we need it, that we have the gifts, the skills, and talents, and the resources when we need them. I feel the universe is always on our side. And with that, Happy New Year's. Wishing you a wonderful, beautiful, joyous, loving, prosperous 2025. And hope to see you back on the channel again. And again, if you made it this far, please do like and subscribe. This does help me grow the channel. And again, Happy New Year's. Easefully yours, Darice.